Hello and welcome to another Mike's Recommendation of the Week, or Recommondays. Today I'm going to be talking about the movie Turbo Kid, which is a Canadian movie. If you haven't seen Turbo Kid, the premise of the movie is that in the distant year of 1997, this movie was made in 2015, acid rains created a desert wasteland where no one can get clean water. And there's this kid who is surviving by himself, doesn't have any family or friends really, and he meets this girl who becomes his sidekick in a way, as he tries to fight the man who killed his parents when he was younger. It's an interesting movie. It's kind of like a mix between Mad Max and The Goonies. More so the Mad Max side. Mad Max on bikes, if you will. Where it's this dystopian future and everyone kind of has these handmade wardrobes and modes of transportation. It's just a fun movie. I'm not going to go... It's definitely a movie that is not for everyone. Corey. It's kind of out there. It's weird. It's very 80s. The entire thing is made to be nostalgic for people who lived as kids through the 80s and early 90s. This is one of those movies where I fully admit that it's not a great movie. I love it, but it's not a great movie. It's just a movie that is thoroughly enjoyable. The people who made it had a fun time making it. They weren't trying to make the world's greatest movie like I feel a lot of people try to do nowadays, and it's a fun movie that admittedly is not for everyone. Corey, not everything needs to be masterfully done to be enjoyable. Corey, like most 80s based movies, it has a killer soundtrack, a lot of synthesizer. It's very reminiscent of 80s movies in that way, even though it was made in 2015 and takes place in 1997. It's just a creative movie people had fun making, and that's all I could really ask about movies, is that people have fun making them, because too often there are movies where you could tell that people making it just didn't really care. It's on Netflix Instant Watch. Go check it out now. You'll find something to enjoy about it, unless you're a cynic bastard like Corey is. Speaking of which, Corey has his review down below. He doesn't like the 80s because he doesn't enjoy life. Not that the 80s were overly great, but there's a lot of things to like about the 80s. And he's just a bastard. Just a bastard in a basket in the middle of the desert. So I'm going to rate this a 7 out of 10. Like I said, not overly great. It's very standard in my opinion, but it's just a fun movie, fun to watch. And if you are looking for something different and not your normal stupid action movies that have the same plot as every other action movie, check out this. It's gory for those who like gore, so there's a lot to like about it, and if you don't like it, you are a heartless bastard who should just stop being so cynical, Corey. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. You'll find out what movies we're watching that way. Below that is the comment section. If you've seen Turbo Kid, tell me what you thought. Tell Corey how stupid he is. Or me, if you think I'm stupid for liking it, even though you can go kick rocks if that's how you feel. Over there, that's going to be my last week Recommondays, which was Prisoners. I remembered it. And over there, last week's Glenn's Days, which I also took over, which is going to be for Schindler's List. Find out what I thought about those two movies. Below my face is Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow us on those if you want to. If you don't have to, but it'd be nice.